And there it is. Okay, listen. Wait, listen. Alan Wake was one of my favorite games. I loved it. I am not great at beating games a lot. I struggle with it. And so when I beat a game, just know that like I love that game. And Alan Wake I beat. This is early in my struggles to beat games. I beat this game. And then Control came out, also made by Remedy. And I immediately fell in love with that game. That game still today is one of my favorite games of all time. It's my top 5 easy. Argue with me. I would love to argue with me in the comments. Yo, tell me why I'm wrong, because I'm not. That's fine. With an Alan Wake 2 dropped, it's been about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and I've been waiting. And today is the day. I'm very excited. I'm leaving it there. I'm jumping right in. I'm look, no shame. I'm going normal. I want a challenge, but I also want to play the game. You know, the story is part of what makes this game so great.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story.
I should have watched a recap on the first game. I'm realizing that right now. I'm realizing that right now. I should have watched the recap. It's been like literally like fucking
In a horror
12
story,
years.
there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Oh my god. Okay. Listen. Hold on and please don't anyone hate me for this, but hold on. I have to do this. I have to watch
After multiple
a recap.
attempts over the last 13 years, Remedy Entertainment is finally about to release Alan Wake 2. And for fans of the original 2010 psychological thriller cult classic, the excitement is palpable. But of course, given how long it's been since the launch of the first game, there are obviously going to be many who will be playing Alan Wake 2 without much knowledge of its predecessor. As such, to help you catch up in time for the
13 years.
sequel, or to help refresh your memory, as the case may be, here we're going to recap the full events of Alan Wake, its 2 expansions, its standalone sequel, Alan Wake's American
I only played
Nightmare,
one
and
expansion,
the
I
events of
think.
Control's second DLC,
Oh,
AWE,
Control.
which firmly places the Alan Wake franchise in the Remedy-connected universe.
Wait.
Without further ado then,
Did I miss
let's
Control
dive right in.
DLC?
As Alan Wake's story kicks off, our titular protagonist isn't exactly in a good place in his life. He is a renowned and successful writer, but after having spent years of his professional life writing crime fiction about a hard-boiled detective named Alex Casey, Alan has grown dissatisfied with the commercialized nature of his work. wanting to write something that appeals to him. On a more personal level, he's killed off Casey's character, though things haven't exactly worked out for the writer the way
That
he would have
jacket's still
hoped.
hard.
For 2 years now, he's been suffering from crippling writer's block, and that has been taking a
2
toll
years
on
is
him in his
crazy.
personal life as well, with his relationship with his wife Alice seemingly being on its last legs. On the advice of his friend and agent Barry Wheeler, Alan and Alice leave for a vacation, hoping to fix their marriage and help Alan get over his writer's block, and head to the small, remote mountain town of Bright Falls, Washington.
Yeah, I
Upon
remember
arriving
all
in
these
Bright
small
Falls,
details,
Alan
but
goes to
nothing
meet
like
a man named Carl Stuckey,
nothing big,
from
though.
whom he's supposed to retrieve the keys of the cabin where he and Alice are supposed to be staying. Instead of Stuckey, however, Alan is met by a mysterious and more than just a little creepy old woman garbed in black attire fit for a funeral, who hands him the keys. Alan and Alice reach the cabin, which is on a small
Remember
scenic
that.
island in the middle of a local
It's
volcanic
very, very
lake
beautiful.
called Cauldron Lake, and this is where things begin to go monumentally wrong. At the cabin, Alice tells Alan that the reason they're here in Bright Falls is because she wants him to meet with a famous local psychologist named Dr. Emil Hartman, who specializes in working with people of an artistic persuasion. Alan doesn't react to this very well, and in a fit of
Naturally.
rage, he storms out. While he's cooling down, however, he hears a commotion coming from inside the cabin, along with cries for help from Alice. He rushes back in, only to see Alice being dragged out and pulled deep into the lake by something that can only be described as supernatural. Alan
Okay.
jumps into the lake after his wife, though he instantly blacks out. When he wakes up, he finds himself behind the wheel in a car that's crashed, with no memory at all of how he's ended up there. Not long afterward, he starts getting swarmed and attacked by vicious, shadowy creatures.
God, this
while
game is
also
bringing
having
back so many
repeated
memories.
encounters with a mysterious figure in a diving suit who keeps leaving behind pages of a horror novel titled Departure. That, curiously enough, is a name that rings a bell for Alan. It's the name of the novel he'd been planning on writing next, but could never actually get around to thanks to his writer's block. And when he reads the pages of the manuscript, he realizes that not only have they been written by him, even though he has absolutely no memory of writing them, but also seem to be describing events that he's currently in the middle of. The shadowy creatures that he's been fighting off using light as a weapon, for instance, are referred to as the Taken in his pages, and it seems they're actually the people of Bright Falls who have been possessed by an unknown dark force. Alan also has a run-in with Carl Stuckey, the man he was supposed to meet when he first arrived in Bright Falls, but upon learning that he too has become one of the Taken, is forced to put him down. Soon, Alan is able to make his find Bright
God,
Falls
this
sheriff,
game was
Sarah
so
Breaker,
great.
though when he tells her about what happened to Alice in the cabin, she tells him that there's been no cabin at Cauldron Lake
Yo,
since
she
it
has
sank
no
in a
ass. I'm
volcanic
sorry,
eruption
I'm
decades
sorry,
ago,
but she has
believing
zero
him
ass.
to be having a mental
Negative.
episode of some sort. She takes Alan to the police station, where his friend and Agent Barry also arrives not long afterward. At the police station, Alan is also visited by Dr. Emil Hartman, the psychologist Alice had arranged for him to meet with in the first place, who
Alice.
suggests to him that a stay at his psychiatric hospital at Cauldron Lake Lodge could help him. Alan, as you might expect, doesn't take kindly to that suggestion and punches the doctor in response. Meanwhile, at the station, Alan is contacted by a man named Mott, who claims to be Alice's kidnapper and tells Alan to meet with him alone to discuss his demands for her safe return. Alan and Barry meet with Mott, who tells them that in exchange for Alice, he wants all the pages of the Departure manuscript. Giving no explanation as to why that's what he wants, he flees from the scene, and Alan and Barry soon set out to start collecting more pages of the manuscript. During this time, Barry also explains the Cauldron Lake cabin's history to Alan. Decades ago, in the 1960s, it was owned by a poet named Thomas Zane, whose fiancée, Barbara Jagger, drowned in the lake, while not long afterward a volcanic eruption destroyed and sunk the island, killing Zane in the process. Curiously enough, however, all of this was only ever recorded by a local woman named Cynthia Weaver, who's now viewed by everyone as something of a recluse. Alan and Barry's search for the manuscript proves successful, though not without caveats. On their search, they cross paths with Robert Nightingale, a former FBI agent who's been investigating Alan
These
for quite
names
some
are
time
hilarious,
for reasons
actually.
unknown, and seems to be all too willing to kill Alan without a second thought. He's able to escape the crazed former agent's attempts on his life, however, and runs to the meeting point where he was supposed to hand over the
former agent.
manuscript to
Okay,
the
that makes sense,
kidnapper.
yeah.
When he arrives, however, he sees Mott already meeting with someone he recognizes. The creepy old woman who handed him the cabin's keys all the way back at the beginning of the game. And she's no ordinary woman, as it turns out, and has Mott in her grip using otherworldly dark powers. Alan witnesses Mott telling the old woman that he never really kidnapped Alice and that he'd just been following orders from his boss. We'll get back to him in a bit. In the chaos that ensues, the old woman, or the dark force, or whatever she is, attacks both Alan and the kidnapper, and Alan
Damn,
is,
he
once
fell
again,
that far?
hurled into Cauldron Lake, at which point he loses consciousness again. When he comes
Damn.
to, he finds himself in Dr. Hartman's psychiatric hospital, where the doctor tries to tell him that he's been experiencing a psychotic break, a rejection of reality triggered by the drowning and death of his wife, and that everything he claims to have experienced since then has merely been happening in his mind.
I remember that.
Alan thoroughly refutes this notion, however, concluding that he's being deceived, a conclusion he arrives at with encouragement from fellow patients Odin and Tor Anderson, who are former rock musicians who say they've experienced with Cauldron Lake's supernatural elements, and that he's definitely not crazy. Soon afterward, the hospital is attacked by the Taken, and amidst the chaos, Alan is able to escape with Barry's help. While they're escaping, they also learn that Mott was hired by Dr. Emil Hartman, who was trying to use him to lure Alan to himself. Apparently, Hartman is more than familiar not only with the properties of Cauldron Lake, but also with the power that Alan's writing has to change and manipulate reality, and his goal was to harness that power for his own purposes. After Alan and Barry escape from the hospital, they finally begin putting the pieces together and learning the truth about what exactly has been going on in Bright Falls. He also gets back to his memories of the time between him jumping into the lake to save Allie and him waking up in a crashed car, a week that he has no memory of, but one where he apparently wrote the horror novel Departure. As it turns out, Cauldron Lake is home to a mysterious, extremely powerful entity known as the Dark Presence, and the lake also has the power to turn works of art into reality. It is this power exactly that the Dark Presence has been trying to use to try and escape from the lake and out into the world. Back in the 60s, it tried to use the poet Thomas Zane for the same purposes by pulling his fiancée, Barbara Jagger, into the lake, who it turns out was the creepy old woman Alan has seen a few times now. Zane used his writing to bring Barbara back to life, but after realizing that it wasn't really her, but an approximation of her containing the Dark Presence, he decided to undo his mistake. Through his writing, he caused a volcanic explosion that sunk the cabin and the island it was on, while also killing him in the process, sealing the Dark Presence back inside the lake, and leaving Jagger, the old woman, or this demonic new version of her, behind. It also revealed that the mysterious figure in a diving suit that Alan had seen leaving behind pages of Departure was Zane himself. And what about the events of present day? Well, as you may have guessed by now, it was the Dark Presence that kidnapped Alice, and has been manipulating Alan into writing Departure, hoping that through his writing he'll try to get her back, and release it in the process. Soon, however, Alan and Barry are arrested by Robert Nightingale and brought to the police station. The station is attacked by the Taken, however, with Nightingale being taken and consumed by the Dark Presence. With the help of Sheriff Breaker, who now has no option but to believe Alan and his seemingly deranged claims, which of course are not deranged after all, Alan and Barry are able to escape, and they quickly make their way to meet Cynthia Weaver, the woman who wrote and recorded the events of the volcanic eruption that destroyed the cabin decades ago. Weaver tells them that Zane left behind the means with which Alan could defeat the Dark Presence, and it is, interestingly enough, something that has also had personal meaning to Alan since his childhood. The Clicker, which is a simple light switch, but purportedly has the power to defeat the forces of darkness. With the Clicker in his possession, Alan dives into Cauldron Lake once again, where he finds himself in a surreal, twisted, shifting alternate dimension known as the Dark Place, a place that is prone to being manipulated by works of art that then manifest in the real world. In the Dark Place, Alan encounters Jagger, the Dark Presence's avatar, and using the Clicker, he's able to defeat her. At this point, however, he realizes that he must not repeat the same mistake Zane made, that as a dramatic work of literature, the story that he has written and manifested into reality must end with balance, which Zane was unable to do. Using his writing, he helps Alice escape, freeing her into the real world, but to strike the aforementioned balance, traps himself in the Dark Place. He ends the story with the
One
words,
must go, one
"It's
must
not
stay."
lake, it's an ocean." That is where Alan Wake ends, though we see him again, trapped in the Dark Place in the game's 2 post-launch expansions. the signal, and the writer, which reveal that while trapped in this horrific reality, his mind has become fractured. With the help of Thomas Zane, Alan is able to fix up and get a grip on himself again, following which he decides to start writing again, and use his writing to escape from the dark place. One of those attempts is seen in the game Alan Wake's American Nightmare, which sees him writing scripts of a supernatural anthology TV series called Night Springs, a show that he actually used to screenwrite for in the real world, early on in his writing career. Alan Wake's American Nightmare sees the titular writer having to face off against an evil, maniacal doppelganger of himself known as Mr. Scratch, who is obsessed with taking everything in Alan Wake's life away from him. At the end of the game, Alan is able to defeat Mr. Scratch, just not as permanently as he would have hoped, though his attempt to escape from the dark place proves to be an unsuccessful one, and the first of many, as it would turn out. From here, we jump forward several years and arrive at the events of AWE, the second post-launch DLC released for Control. In the years that have passed since Alan Wake's events, the Federal Bureau of Control, a secret government agency that investigates and deals with paranatural events, has been keeping an eye on the town of Bright Falls, and even has someone stationed there in the form of Agent Kieran Estevez. During its investigation of Cauldron Lake, the FBC also interrogated Hartman and seized all of his research and writings on it, following which Hartman, in a last-ditch attempt to capture the power he had been obsessed with for so long, dove into the lake. He was soon possessed by the Dark Presence, though, after which the FBC captured him and brought him back to its headquarters, the Oldest House. In the time since the events of the first Alan Wake, the FBC has also had contact with Alice Wake, who informs them that she's been having reoccurring nightmares of her husband, or as she describes him, a monster wearing her husband's skin. This terrifying, murderous version of Alan, presumably Mr. Scratch, is apparently intent on finding and murdering her. But the FBC cannot do much to follow up on any of this, since it has major issues of its own to deal with, in the form of an invasion by an otherworldly supernatural force known as the Hiss, which, it is revealed in AWE, was created by none other than Alan himself. He wrote the Hiss into existence, intending to use Control protagonist Jesse Faden as the hero for his new story, which he wanted to use to help him escape from the dark place. However, Hartman has been able to absorb the powers of the Hiss, which have combined with the dark presence within him to turn him into a terrifying monstrosity. However, Jesse Faden, who has been the director of the FBC for a while at this point, is able to beat Hartman. As the AWE DLC comes to an end, Jesse is told by FBC agents that they've received alerts of an altered world.
I'm stopping that. Because that is Control DLC. And I want to play that. Okay. Let me peep settings super quick. Make sure Control and graphics is where I like them. Just turn it all up. Max. Let's go. God, I'm so excited. I can't go faster. That tree is enormous. I like a tree. Yeah, thanks for saving. Oh. Damn, light used to be a good thing back in the day. Roll credits. Nigga there, yeah. Yeah, this game's gonna be crazy. I can already tell, and I'm so excited. Here's my hope. My hope is that this game is a cross between the first Alan Wake and Control. If you find that middle ground in there, oh, I swear on everything. Game of the year.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
This kid is unreasonably
Right.
understandable.
Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan?
How old is this kid?
I will. Bye, kiddo.
She's black. She's pretty. Okay.
Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Just saying.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
I already don't trust him.
Okay.
Immediately.
Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
Don't trust him. I'm sure that has to be intentional, but
Here
I
we
don't
are.
care.
Cauldron Lake.
time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Hold on. No.
Eaten by a bear?
Okay, well, no, that's not the issue. Where's motion blur? I was gonna say, where's motion blur film? Okay, I'm turning VSync off.
I'll check out that map.
Honestly, motion blur is ass. And this is already giving me control vibes, and I can't even explain to you how happy that makes me.
Memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
Okay, you guys
I
didn't
hear
hear.
someone.
You guys didn't see. Maybe you
Could
heard.
be
You
our
guys did
deputy.
not see
I can go take a look.
hold on. It's still kind of choppy, isn't it? I could use a little bit of smoothing. I'll turn VSync back on. Motion blur. It's not any of that. Good. It's not that. I feel like it's transparency. Nigga, turn that back. Turn it on too. See me. We got it like that. You feel me? Wait, render here is okay.
Hey, over here.
Yeah, actually, no, my frames are low. Hold on. That's crazy. Hold on. Why are my frames so low? Maybe my computer is not like that. Oh, still low. Hold on. Yo, I'm figuring this out because I want this to be a good viewing experience for all of us. Maybe let's go from It's still crazy low in the frames. No. Ain't no way. Hold on.
Hey there.
Hold
Agent Casey, right?
on a second. We think it's on.
Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right.
That's better.
Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agent's right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Yeah.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that.
Yeah, tell me.
Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Hey, Mulligan, tell him I'm here waiting. I'll show him around.
They got it, Thornton.
Yo, Thornton is the real one. This is bothering me still because I'm getting crazy low frames. Wait, interface? No. VSync on, got that. Motion blur. Turn off ray tracing. Let's see if that fixes that.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review
That
the facts
helps.
of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
The mine place?
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case.
Oh, this game is so
Using
cool.
each field office as a model in my head.
Oh,
The
I
facts are on
fucking
the board.
love this already. I love it.
Everything we
Okay.
know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Okay, Spore is a mental technique that allows Saga to analyze clues and progress the investigation. Okay. Use the keys, move around, zoom with this. Murder methods, slight difference in murders. Bloating only commodity. Whoa. Fuck no. Bloating only commonality in bodies, but not case of death. Exposure to water postmortem. Oh, this game's gonna embarrass me. I know it. Enough for navigate case board or leave by pressing escape. Okay. All victims reported missing in 2010. That's when the first game came out. No other commonalities. Ted, Wendy, and Percy. Okay, yeah. Bruising on wrists and legs. Deep gash in the chest, missing heart. All bodies experience bloating. Yo, this chick is dope. Okay, bet. Hold on. First of all, this cabin, it's nice. It's real nice. I like this. I control my goals. Get to the crime scene, meet Deputy Thornton. Exit.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it.
We're just
Wait,
getting started.
does not pause the game.
Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Oh, it doesn't pause. Okay. Yo.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Is that funny?
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Well, how old are you, sir? That was not the animation that they wanted me to use, I don't think. Mirror Peak. The mighty mountain in the distance is no other than Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, its beauty will be reflected on the calm surface of the lake, mirrored in all of its inverted glory. Yep. You know, W, book on tape, nigga.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. It's too much
Okay.
sky.
That's your problem with it? Not like all the comforts and shit that we would be giving up by being in nature? It's too much sky?
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Radio. Yo, gotta be something over here. Gotta be. Yo, what's going on, man? Just, yeah, I'm great. I'm great. I've been, waiting for this game to come out for 13 years, and now it's out, so I'm happy. How are you?
Welcome back, Anderson.
It's going good, man. Just starting out and hoping to get a couple hours
Not a
in
bad
to
place
this
to
game.
get murdered.
I'm excited.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain.
It's
The
not.
only thing
Is it
around
raining?
Here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
No, still not getting it. Try explaining it one more time.
How much clearer can I make it, Mulligan?
So local cops. Gotta be.
Hey!
Yes.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, yeah.
So this game is like a
That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers.
action,
Shootout,
adventure,
hit the
horror.
mob.
I think is probably the best way to describe it.
Cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Thornton, he's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. We didn't touch
Yo,
nothing, you know, procedures and
yo, this is the dude that.
Thanks.
Oh,
Deputy.
they already
No
fucking
talk.
with me. Okay,
You owe me a
this was the
call.
guy that
Okay.
I started
Let's
the
start
game
by
as
examining our guest of
controlling.
honor.
Holy
Does this
shit!
fit the MO of the previous murders?
Sorry. Well,
Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
yeah. C allows Saga to see active clues. The key image can be selected with the left click. Okay.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
I think not. Placing a new image on the board begins a new line of investigation. Another body has been found. Okay. Enter. When a key image is placed, it will prompt a new question. Yep. Consistent with previous murders. Objectives are viewable at the case board. Just control. Not for you to examine. Okay. Yes, I did play Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 is absolutely incredible. I'm not quite done with it. I think I'm about like 80% of the way through. I am very close to finishing it, and I will be probably finishing that on stream. I love the game. I played 2 remake as well, and also 3 remake. And then I also played 7 and 8. So I love the Resident Evil franchise. Absolutely love it.
The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down.
Yeah, that's your favorite? Is that your favorite out of all of them, or is that just like your favorite franchise? A good buddy of mine, that's his favorite franchise, so he loves all of them. But I didn't grow up playing them. The first one I played was actually 7. So I went 7, 8, and then I went the 2, 3, and 4.
Inside stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Okay. Newly discovered clues can be placed down onto the question. Oh.
Nah.
No? Consistent. Okay. Bruising indicates the victim was alive and restrained. Matches other cases. Yo, this is fucking dark.
No.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Heart removed from chest. Strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind.
I've
Worked
never
smartly.
played Valorant, but
This makes 4 murders that
one of
we
my
know
favorite
about.
games, I'm not sure what my favorite game is, but I will tell you that Control is one of my favorite games of all time. My top 5. I know I said that in my intro before I started even playing this today, but Control is in my top 5, which is made by these same people in the same world, which is why I'm so excited to play this right now. The clues have resolved the open question and unlocked deduction. Okay. As you advance the investigation, new questions will be unlocked, updating your goals. Okay, that makes sense. Check your goals by pressing Control. You know, that feels intentional. Okay. Alright. You're not for you examine and escape. Yeah, cool.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues.
Alright, let's go search for some clues.
Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it
Okay.
for a camera?
It seems like they were running this way, not that way. Just based on how that tripod fell.
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here. Waiting.
Mm-hmm. I saw...
Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here.
Yes, I would agree. Alright, let's see the clues. Heavy blood splatter. The victim. No? The killers. They made a mess. Sure. Multiple the killers. Yeah, for sure.
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
I am a part-time streamer. I love doing it, and I want to do it more, but I have my day job that prevents me from doing as much as I want to. But
Any idea who the victim is?
I'm looking to get
Oh,
back
I sure
into
do.
it.
His name is
more
Nightingale.
consistently.
He was
I'm
FBI.
excited to be here.
He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
I'm from
You probably knew him. Brothers in arms.
I'm from
Oh,
the
and sisters.
Midwest, Midwestern guy.
So you
He
knew
knew
our
the
victim.
victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico.
A fellow
Worked
FBI
on cases
agent.
together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map.
Yeah,
He ended up
from the U.S.
here,
Yeah, for
I
sure.
bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Texas is
Probably
dope.
something
Yeah,
this
I have
town wants to forget.
friends and family in Texas. Where about in Texas are you from?
I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it.
Yeah, you know I have for sure. For sure been to Texas before. Okay. So are we trusting Casey?
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Okay.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time
Yes.
with equipment ready.
Yep.
They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Yeah, I have friends in Houston. That's a cool city. I like it. Ritual? Nigga, both.
Nightingale
This is
was
what we
chosen
know.
as the victim.
This is what we know.
Why?
Flick the switch.
We don't know if he's missing.
Click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
What are you basing that on? That's crazy.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's dark.
I really do. You know, I'm just
He was there too.
hoping to have some fun on here and hoping I can share that with other people. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
This is so crazy.
lake is connected to Nightingale somehow.
So
Casey,
go
let's
to the
take a look
lake?
down by the lake.
Yeah.
Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
Yeah, stay here. You're weird.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds.
Yeah.
Table,
No, my Discord
cut
is
his
my
heart out.
name, man. So
But then they were interrupted by those
Look it
witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
where are we?
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees
Appreciate the follow.
got
Thank you.
that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get
Means
out.
a lot. It means a lot.
It is kind of creepy, though.
Boy. Yeah, it's just my name.
There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks.
Omni Theory.
Barefoot.
It's just it's my stream name.
Nightingales. They come out from under the boulder.
Makes no sense.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew
Alan?
they were here. Someone playing a game with them.
Alan?
An invitation. How could they not accept? Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I should profile Nightingale about this page. We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside.
Oh yeah. I'll accept your request when I'm
You must dig it out.
Something was put
done
inside
here.
him. In his chest.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
I must find out what.
Alright, let's go take a peek. Oh.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Wait, hold on. Why? Why is that your first thought? Hidden inside you, reading the words. These words. Felt like a message someone was playing the game with him. Ooh, this game is dark in a great way. My goal on Twitch is just man, have a good time. That's my goal. Have a good time. And
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
You're stuck and unsure. Okay, no, I'm not stuck, nigga. I'm just searching. No, my goal on Twitch is just have a good time and just talk to people and communicate. And if I'm lucky enough to build a community of people that just like to have fun and play games, that's all I'm trying to do. I'm giving like Red Dead Redemption 2 vibes right here. This cabin. Which is hot? No, no. We're good. We're good. We're good here. I'll come back. Nope.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
There's a lot of exploring available here. I'm trying to rock out though.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Okay. The victim was one of their own, FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal, bloody ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page, this page. The first page they had found, not the last. No, that was not the last. The first step down to a terrifying depths. Secret truths, trembling beyond the threshold, reading the words. These words felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing? No, that one was not my fault. That was fucked up. Someone playing the game with them, leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept the sheer audacity of the impossible mystery presented to them? Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. I hope that's a haunting.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
No, not yet. I haven't popped back over yet. I'll check later.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Can't
Yeah, I
fit the
forgot to
clues all
sprint.
together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record
Yeah.
a snuff film?
Maybe.
No.
And why take out his heart just
Right?
to throw it
No.
away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Good point. Yeah. No, this is the way. Yeah.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Am I driving? I will. Oh, thanks for not making me drive.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
Then why'd you ask? This is pretty.
The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie?
Don't know, don't care. See you around. How much have you had? Not
Yo,
enough.
Charlie was
That's
having a
all much.
moment.
Never enough coffee. Oh, that rich, bittersweet nectar. Get it in, coffee world. Get it where you can. Get it now.
Jesus, Charlie.
Oh dear. Cute.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls.
Yeah, was it our jackets that gave it away, bitch? What are you?
Some coffee.
Let me guess, nigga. What are you talking about?
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Brinker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say.
Yeah.
Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
Move.
I can't believe that happened. I still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Come on, Ed.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on
Righteous.
famous novelist Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details.
Yes.
Perfectly legal.
You're correct.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us.
That's
He
real.
must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult.
Wait, hold on. You saw this and you're
Then we
still
both-
here?
They called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
Yeah, that's fair.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree. The cult of the tree. Cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found out. The whole thing was
Oh.
terrifying. That's all.
Why you always lying?
The cult of the tree. What aren't the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth.
Wait. This game... You know, if you haven't played Control, I feel like you might not understand why I'm freaking out. Because Control's incredible, and this game is Control-esque. Which is a great thing.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing, Tammy.
She bad.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing Deerfest.
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe.
But who are you?
I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl.
What?
How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do.
And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl? She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird. You don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories.
Wait, whoa. Chill.
All the time.
No, slow down. No.
You're mistaking me for someone else. If you say so.
Good to see you.
This is my first time here, but thank you.
All set?
How weird.
My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go take a peek.
Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
I didn't say
Only urban
that.
legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get
A nigga dying does not mean murder cult off
We're not
rip,
gonna
right?
find
No,
you're
I
the
don't think
Grand
so.
Wizard or something, are we?
He's suspect number one.
Wizard was always
I
my
promise you
favorite
he
class.
is.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff. Who else to keep this city clean?
Yeah, I've watched Hot Fuzz, and this town's giving me big ass
Hey,
Hot
what do you
Fuzz
know about that waitress
fudge.
from the diner?
Fuzz. Hot Fuzz
Yeah, she's
vibes.
a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
So, no, never mind.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible.
Yeah, blue green,
Lead the way,
green
Sheriff.
clashes. That's terrible.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
Hey.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues.
This is gross.
Cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
No, well, you're
He's
sick.
joking.
Oh, thank you for the like. I appreciate it. Welcome in.
Okay. Let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me?
Yo, this
There's writing on
is
here.
crazy.
Can't make it out.
Wait, honestly.
Writing.
Wait, what?
How did they manage that?
He's asking the
The
questions
body
that I want
shows
to ask.
signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up.
I agree.
Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy.
Agreed.
Aha. They did leave something inside his chest.
All right, what's on the case board? What we got? Previous murders. Okay, there we go. Hold on. Sorry. There. Right there.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone
Yes.
serial killer.
Makes sense. Cult of the Tree. I know. Background cases accumulate clues about broader ongoing topics. Okay. Cult of the Tree. So we got a new case. All right, let's find out about it. Let's do it. That's creepy.
Keep trying.
No. Is this not about this shit? Am I tripping? Oh, Aki? Ah, see. Hiding their faces, they aren't established enough to operate openly. Agreed. Cult symbols. Yo, I like the investigation in this. It's very, very cool. Hey, sorry, I'm not sure how long it's been, but I'm back now. It's good. Yeah, I'm good, bro. Are y'all good? Partner? Wait, we didn't. Oh, sorry, map. Oh, wait. Wait, am I tripping?
The cult of the tree is behind these murders.
There it is.
This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
If you're thinking about getting this game, if you know anything about it, I would say get it, because I'm telling you, man, this game, I'm very excited about it. Honestly, I'm really liking it so far. I like it though also because it is in a series of games that I already really love. You know, the Alan Wake, the OG one back from 2010, and then Control, which was I think back in 2020, 21. And then this is like the next game kind of in the, I don't want to say series, it's not quite series, but it's a universe definitely for sure. So it's I really like it because of, you know, I already know a lot about the world that they're building
here.
What
Nightingale's body can tell us.
But I like it. I think it's a great game so far. I'm very early into it though. Okay. Cause death is still unknown. Smudges under the skin, yeah. Bruises. Makes sense. He was restrained. Loading.
Chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated, waterlogged. Doesn't add up. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Yeah, no, I agreed. Survival horror is big for me. I'm a big fan of the Resident Evil series, albeit newer fan. I mean, I've only been in them for the past, like 4 years or so. But survival horror, from what I hear, is very much part of this game. I don't know if I would call the first Alan Wake horror. It definitely is more, in my mind, it's more of like an action thriller. But I have heard this game classified as survival horror, so I'm very excited to play this, as I love survival horror games. I really do.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case.
You have like a whole book of pages, bro. Are you serious? No.
No, wait.
What?
What the hell? Show me the clicker.
Yeah, I'm shooting him. Thrice.
Didn't see her. Could not see.
Honestly,
into
so
bright
far I
light.
like Saga. I do. I mean, it's still just so early though. I feel like from a development standpoint, yeah, I think that her personality's built well. I like it. But I feel like it's still so early to make an opinion, because like I know there are so many games I play where I hate the main character.
You just said to get into the light.
I definitely don't hate her.
He's coming. Need to be in the light.
Okay. You know what's crazy?
He can't see me in the light.
This game.
My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
I'm so uncomfortable about this. Oh my god. Safe havens will restore some of your health. If you leave or attack from a safe haven while in combat, it will become temporarily available. Okay.
Go.
Wait, where am I?
Vanished.
Wait. Wait. Why do we have like like music for credits? Okay, I'll be right back. Give me like 30 seconds. Hold on, what was I saying? Hey, yeah, thank you, man. Have a good night. Have a good night. You should for sure buy it. This is honestly, if you like this kind of game, I think you're gonna love it because this developer has not missed, in my opinion. So yeah, I'll talk to you. Have a good one. Moving on.
He didn't have a heart.
Yo, okay.
But he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this. There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal. Their purpose.
Okay.
These pages are important. Breaker dropped one before he disappeared.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale. Into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
Okay. Okay. Tree called victim. Cult goal. Victim's body. Ritual? Yeah. What part of the ritual? Writing part of the ritual, I'm sorry. Nightingale was the only victim to become a monster. No. Yeah, what was it? Good question. Questions why? Casey. The call to the trees for rituals and monsters. No? What? Okay. Am I wrong about this?
Doesn't look right. A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation.
Yes, sir. It's Alan Wake 1.
This is the case we must solve.
Nightingale attacked us. Where'd Nightingale go? Good question. According to the page, it sounds like Nightingale went back to Cauldron Lake. And he's taken? Question mark.
No.
Oh, it's a mixtape. Okay, sorry. Okay, goals.
The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
Yeah, good enough for me.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and their office is down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
No, like I am going home. I'll call Jim Bob.
That's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
Yeah, right. Well, that's all crazy talk. Monsters aren't real, and
What? None?
the sheriff disappeared. Like poof, he's gone like magic. Magic's not
Curious. Okay.
I need bolt cutters.
Yo, wait. They are really playing a Resident Evil vibe with this, and I really, really like it.
They're a fine pair.
Thank you. Sorry. It's not funny.
Oh dear.
What is this?
Oh dear. I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. If only had a tour guide.
Wait, this game is actually Control in Alan Wake 1. Okay, I'm not ready for this.
Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow.
No.
Costco Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right. I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine. And I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Janko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government. And that's why at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours, we say, fuck the government. We have bolt cutters. Oh, wow. You think
I need bolt cutters.
take you anywhere.
Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park. Fishing in the crystal clear waters of Bright Falls Dam. Bird watching at majestic Mirror Peak.
Yeah. Know that well.
Tour of a lifetime is just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited edition Oh Dear Diner coffee thermos.
This game is giving me neck chills. Yo, this shit is very Resident Evil, like new, like Actually, no, it's still pretty OG. Honestly, I think it's really smart to take from those games because they're top tier. They work. I mean, like what else do you want? Jeeves, can I ask you what we're supposed to do?
My client has been held here long enough. Are you gonna let me speak to them or not?
No,
Just a
too
moment, ma'am.
much.
Someone will be right with you.
It doesn't budge.
Try again.
How many times do we have to do this, Walter? Huh? I'm at my wit's end with you.
I want out! Something bad's going down. I can feel it. Let me out!
Do you think I like throwing you in jail every other day? No, I don't. Do you have any idea how much paperwork you're causing me? What's a lot?
Hey, how you doing?
Help me. Okay. This is dark. Literally and figuratively. Wait. Yo, what is... Wait, hold on. What is the... Am I losing it? We just did that. And now we're here. Chatted for a second? Okay, let's go. Let's leave.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be
Bro, I
prepared in case
swear
they
sometimes
more than
I
we
am
already have.
so dumb.
Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case? Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree.
What?
But it's our best lead.
It's feeling like Sean dead. Wait, is that a gun? What? Bro, what?
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beat.
Fast travel. Okay, sorry. We'll see it now.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Ha ha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail.
So 3 years
Fragments
after.
of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
Well read. Poorly written.
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case.
Wow.
I've been thinking more about the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
Hey, hello there. How are you folks doing?
Restricted area signs don't do a damn thing, huh?
What?
A lot of things about this case keep bothering me.
I think the answer to the
But one
question
thing
is,
feels really off.
like, hey, what's up?
Breaker's disappearance.
That's weird.
I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve.
Makes sense.
Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did...
Honestly, though, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it right now. Because I want to be able to put my full focus into this game, and I don't have it right now. So I want to say that I love all of you that jumped in and watched and talked and enjoyed time with me tonight. I got 3 things: drink water, stay healthy, and subscribe. Easy 3. And just keep pushing, keep fighting, keep building. We're all going after